Guys, this is not the video that I was hoping to make today. This is like quite a shocking thing. I've never seen anything like this happen before. I appreciate everybody who's reached out to me on the YouTube channel and through the emails. Thank you guys so much. I am okay, so is Lizzie. Unfortunately, some of our neighbors here are not okay. This is right up the street from us, and I just walked over here by the boardwalk to come up this way and see how it's all going, and I'm in disbelief. I'm in disbelief that something like this could happen. So nobody knows yet why this has happened. Nobody knows what could be the cause of this building collapsing like this, and I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually. Right now, the main thing they're trying to do is a search and rescue mission, trying to save anybody who could possibly be still alive or trapped in the building. I want everybody to know who watches this video that my heart and my condolences go out to my neighbors back here in the Champlain Towers. I feel very sad for anybody who was in this building last night and any of their family or friends who may have lost a loved one in this. Nobody really knows what the death toll could be right now. And like I said, guys, this is a very unprecedented thing. Nothing like this has ever happened here during the whole time I've lived down here in Miami Beach, and hopefully it never will again, especially once they can find out what happened. But I feel like I owe it to you guys just to come down here and give you my take on this as somebody who has lived in a high-rise my entire life that I've been down here in Miami Beach. And this is a pretty big wake-up call for all of us that live down here in one of these giant buildings. You know, this could have been us. This could have been you. This could have been anybody. And while we're thankful that this didn't happen to us, you know, it's extremely sad for the people that it did happen to. I think that because it could happen to anybody, it's a pretty big wake-up call in the sense that you have to make sure that where you live is going to be safe. You know, it's up to these boards of directors who run these condos and the city and everybody who's in charge of safety inspections to make sure exactly that things like this don't happen. You can see all the news crews here. Obviously they're covering this. They're not letting anybody get any closer than the yellow line over here, because they also think that the building could collapse further. So they're trying to make sure everybody's safe and out of the way of all the fire rescue workers who are working diligently to hopefully save whoever might still be in there. Also, guys, I personally know this building as a real estate agent. I've been inside this building many times and have even shown and rented units that are in the part of the building that have collapsed. And going inside this place, you would never actually know that there would be any kind of structural problems like this, or that something like this could happen. There was probably no warning signs for the people that lived there. And when you see the footage of how quick it happened, you know, they pretty much literally only had seconds probably to get out, if anybody even could. So this isn't something like that was a long time coming. Obviously, if there was some kind of structural problem, that it is a long time coming, but you would never know that just by being inside the building. I can tell you that firsthand as someone who's been in there many times before. One thing I'm definitely not here to do is I'm definitely not here to spread rumors or lies or fake news about anything that's happening here, because the reality is, guys, nobody really knows what has happened yet. So I'm not going to speak on the matter, you know, since I don't know, and probably nobody here knows either. You know, there are some speculations. Some people think that maybe it was something to do with, you know, a sinkhole or the limestone underneath. Other people think that maybe it could be some type of terror event. Other people think it was because of construction that was happening in the building or deferred maintenance. Really, it's anybody's guess at this time, because right now the priority is just to make sure they get anybody out of there who's still alive and get them help while they still can. So as things develop on that, I'll let you guys know more about it later on down the road when I hear something about it, or maybe you'll even know before me, as I don't follow the news much. But last night I was awake when this happened, I saw probably 100 cop cars roaring down Collins Avenue around 2 in the morning, and I've never seen anything like that before. I've lived here in Miami for 13 years, and nothing like that. I knew something was wrong. I had no idea what it was, and I'm really sad to see that this is the situation today. You can see the fire department out there is still up on their ladder, trying to see if anybody's in the building, trying to help them get out. Thank God for the first responders being there and trying to help everybody be safe. Apparently they evacuated everybody in the buildings next door. This brand new one, and also the one next to it on the other side. I was even thinking that they should do that, especially since the rest of the building could collapse at any moment. So it's good to know at least the nearby neighbors now have been evacuated and everybody else is safe. But just remember, guys, those firefighters and everybody who's on the scene right now, they're putting their life at risk trying to save others. And for that reason, they're heroes. They've blocked off Collins Avenue going north here. This is 85th Street. That looks like it's about as far north as you can go right now. They're detouring everybody to turn around, which is a good thing. You know, everybody up there working, they need their space in order to make sure they can get this rescue mission done as quickly as possible. So it's probably going to be like this for a while. Definitely, if you are in the Miami area right now, guys, don't even try to come up this way. Just stay away from North Beach entirely and stay south of 71st Street if you can. You know, just as I'm walking back to my condo, I just can't help but think that this could happen to any one of these high rises, and everybody complains about all of the assessments and like the 40-year recertifications and the 50-year recertifications of these buildings, which I agree can be a nightmare to live through because I did live in a building while that was going on in the past. But you can see why they do this now. I mean, it's so important for the integrity of the building to be up to date, because if it's not, you know, obviously I guess this is like the worst case scenario, which I'm sure everybody is completely shocked by, which I still can't believe it, guys. I really can't believe it. So guys, please keep all of your thoughts and prayers in your hearts today for all of our neighbors here during this tragedy. I know they could all use it, and that's all we can do is just pray for them and hope that whoever might still be in there can make it out safely and alive.